What's up, Fantasy A-Team Nation? I'm your host, Josh Jenkins, and tonight we are going to reveal our Week 2 top quarterback matchups. But before we start the show, I'd like to welcome back my co-host, Zach Roberts, to the show. Welcome, Zach.
Hey, what's up, Fantasy A-Team Nation? What's up, peeps? Thanks for having me back, Josh. Appreciate it. Let's get to these top quarterback matchups.
All right, let's dive right in.
Okay, so before we start our list, people, I want to give you 6 names, 6 quarterbacks that it doesn't even matter who they're really playing. If you have them, you start them. We love the matchups. So with that said, we'll start off. It's in no particular order. But, of course, I love my boy Pat Mahomes. So I'm going to go with Pat Mahomes first, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Kyler Murray, and Justin Herbert. If you got them, start them. We love those matchups no matter what D those guys are playing against. They're studs. All right, with that said, let's go with the number 1 out the gate. I like Russell Wilson. He's playing Tennessee, who's the worst defense versus the pass, or the 32nd ranked defense versus the pass. Wilson had 18 of 23 for 254 yards and 4 TDs, no picks. So he was super efficient with his passing. He was a surgeon. You know, he sliced and diced them down the field and had 4 TDs. So I look for him to build off of those numbers, and, you know, like he did last season, the first half of the season, he was spectacular. So look for him to do more of that this year too. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I would agree. I believe he's going to be slinging the ball down the field to DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Yeah, I look for him to put up a lot of points this week.
No doubt, dude. Those 2 throws he had to Tyler Lockett last week, man. Tyler Lockett, he balled out last week. So yeah, I agree. So for number 2, I got Dak Prescott, and here's why. Dak Prescott threw the ball 58 times last week. All right, so obviously he is their offense. Zeke didn't get that many carries, so he's going against the Chargers defense that's ranked 3rd against the pass. So they're a top 3 defense. But man, I think Dak's got the arm. He's special. So I believe he's still going to throw a bunch of times because they might be behind. So he's going to end up having to throw the ball. So that's why I have Dak at number 2. He's just a stud. He had, like I said, he threw 58 times. He was 42 for 58, 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 1 pick. And if I recall, that pick was somebody, it hit off their hands, bounced up, and someone caught it. It wasn't that he threw it. I don't think he threw an interception. I may be wrong on that. But anyways, that's who I had at number 2.
Yeah, I totally agree. I believe he'll be slinging the ball downfield to Amari Cooper, CD Lamb. Although he is going to be lacking Gallup this week with that injury he's got. So hopefully that won't hurt him too bad.
No, he's got a lot of targets there. Though the next guy up will step up. And like you said, man, Amari Cooper went off. He had, you know, one of his best games. Look for them to continue their same chemistry this week. So at number 3, I got Matt Stafford. You know, it was a question mark kind of what they were going to do going into the season, but it was McVay's offense. So I knew Stafford was a solid quarterback, that he'd excel there. And I was right. Look what they did last week. He went 20 of 26, 321 yards, 3 TDs, no picks. And he's facing Indy, who has a 24th ranked defense against the pass. So they're in the bottom half, like the bottom 12 defense against the pass. So Stafford's a baller, so I look for him to put up great numbers.
Yeah, I would agree. I believe that he's going to have a heck of a game. I think Cooper Kupp had a big game last week. I look for him to have another big game this week, along with Robert Woods.
That Van Jefferson, that Van Jefferson guy only had 2 catches for like 82 yards, and I think it was either 1 or 2 touchdowns. I'd have to go back and look, but dude was a stud. So if you can pick him up on the waiver wire. If you have Stafford, then you get that double points, the hookup. So I look for that guy Jefferson to get more balls thrown his way. He proved to McVay he knows how to play. So at my number 4 pick, I got Jalen Hurts versus San Francisco's defense. San Francisco's got a good rushing defense, but they're 29th against the pass. So with that said, Jalen Hurts is just like Kyler Murray. He's just like the poor man's version or something like that. He had 27 of 35 last week, threw the ball 35 times, for 264 yards, three TDs, 0 picks, and he's a dual threat. He rushed the ball 7 times for 62 yards. I think it said it was like an 8.9 average, so that's pretty damn good. He's just like Kyler Murray. So if you got him, man, I love this matchup. Start him.
Yeah, I agree. I'm expecting big things out of the reigning Heisman Trophy winner Smith, and even Gobert at the tight end spot this week.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. Totally agreed. That team, I mean, it's crazy. You take Wentz off the team and put Hurts in there and add these 2 pieces, and look what's happening. They're definitely, I think, one of the top offenses. Jalen Hurts is a baller. I look for a similar thing to happen if and when they start Justin Fields in Chicago. But with that said, let's get to the next pick. So the next pick is 5, but we're gonna go 6 picks, and I have an honorable mention. My 5th pick though is Jared Goff. He's playing Green Bay. They're ranked 30th against the pass after last week, so I'm not for sure what was going on. They may be able to fix it or not. I don't know if it was an assignment problems or what last week, but Green Bay did not see themselves. But with that said, Jared Goff excelled great in the offense where, in Detroit. So he had 38 of 57 for 338 yards, 3 TDs. He did have 1 pick. So I look for him to build off those numbers. He's starting to get more comfortable, obviously, in that offense. So I like Jared Goff at number 5. Start him if you got him. I love the matchup.
Yeah, I agree. I believe TJ Hawkinson will have a big game like last week, along with Dak Prescott. I look for that to be a high-scoring game.
Absolutely, I agree. So we've got my next pick is Joe Burrow. He had a heck of a game last week. He was super efficient, 20 of 27, 267 yards, 2 TDs, 0 picks. The only problem that they had, it went to overtime, was his offensive line gave up 5 sacks. So that kind of, that hurts him a lot. But with that said, he's going against Chicago. They're ranked 23 versus the pass, so like the bottom half. So look for Burrow. He's got a lot of weapons there. And so I look for him to go off and have some really good numbers this week. So I like that matchup. I don't love it, but I like it.
Yeah, I would like it as well.
Okay, so my honorable mention is Jameis Winston. He only threw for 148 yards, but it was 5 touchdowns. All right, so super efficient in Peyton's offense. He's going against Carolina, who's the 13th ranked against the pass. But I still love this matchup because it's Sean Payton's offense. You've seen what he did last week. I can't wait to see what happens this week, people. I mean, I was never a Jameis Winston fan when he played for Tampa Bay. But it's like this year's a revival year. Look at Tyrod Taylor. Look what Mark Ingram's doing over there. So same thing here, man. Jameis Winston. He come over here and Sean Payton's offense. Sean Payton did the same thing with Drew Brees, turned him into a superstar. He might do the same thing with Winston. Sean Payton's a guru mastermind of offenses. So with that said, man, I can't wait to see this week. And if you have him, if you don't have one of these other guys that we said above him, start him. You're going to get some points out of him. You won't be mad at us for that.
Yeah, I agree. I believe we're going to see what Winston is made of in this matchup. Carolina is like the 13th ranked defense. So they're not the best defense, but they're not the worst. So I believe you're going to see some short passes to Kamara. He's going to dice up that defense and probably see Callaway on the outside.
Oh, yeah. I believe Callaway and that Harris guy, the guy that had 2 catches for 82 yards, and I believe it was 2 touchdowns. I believe that Peyton will make sure and get that guy more involved in the offense. And I agree with what you're saying. So I think that with McCaffrey and Carolina being a little bit better team than what they played last week, I believe it might be a higher score, not higher scoring game, but more yardage game for Winston. I don't look for him to just put up 148 yards. I'll look for him to throw for at least 250 or more. And 5 TDs is going to be hard to beat. So people, I don't know if he's going to put up 5 TDs, but I bet you at least throws 3. So if you got him, man, that was my honorable mention. Plug him in if you don't have any of these other top guys. We greatly appreciate you guys stopping back by. We appreciate all the love we got for the last video that we just did for the waiver wire video. I mean, that many people to like and see it and like, 15 hours or whatever is amazing. So we love and appreciate all the support you guys are giving us. And don't forget to, if you have any questions or comments, man, please tell us what you guys got. Any questions or anything that you can critique us to help us, man. We just want to help you guys win your leagues, man.
And if you guys enjoyed the video, always give us a like, hit that subscribe button. And remember, friends don't let friends auto draft.